again, I just posted a. Let's do it again. I'm gonna do the rest of the week. Let's do it. Tuesday. What do we got? We're gonna have Venus trine Pluto. Kind of. It will be. Yes, it will. Oh, that's awesome. It will trine Pluto. Because Venus is going to be in Gemini 0 degrees and Pluto's at Gemini 0 degrees. That's awesome. That's going to be a whole change of whatever Venus and Taurus is in your natal charts. So that could means whether it's relationships, like let's say, let's do that real. I don't want to do that because I'm gonna get distracted by that shit again. But wherever Taurus and Libra is at in your natal chart, whether it's your sixth house of work, health, daily routines, or your eighth house of money, or whatever it is, those two houses are about to get a complete renewal, rechange because of this Venus trine Pluto. But first, Venus will square Pluto, which is happening currently right now, and then it'll trine it. So that'll be on Tuesday. What does that mean? So from today, tomorrow. Yes. Yes, that makes sense because I was debating on when to do my hair, but that makes sense. There is some type of unionship that's gonna happen, some type of merging. Yes, shout out to that. So think about what do you think? Don't be fucking retarded. Think about what you're gonna do tomorrow. What are you gonna do tomorrow that's Venusian and Plutonian? Think about it, and that's the personification of life. Like, are you gonna work out? Are you gonna do your hair? Are you gonna get a tattoo? That's a fact. I wanna get a tattoo. Oh my god, yes! I'm sorry, I wanna get a tattoo of my cousin. That makes so much sense. Sorry. Anyways, yes. Sorry, I got distracted by amazing things that are happening during this transit. Okay, what else is happening? So we had Lilith square Mercury. We're gonna have Venus trine Pluto. We have Sun conjoined Jupiter. We cannot go there because I will start preaching next day, Wednesday. On Wednesday, we're gonna have Sun conjoined Jupiter again, so more preaching this. Thank God. But then we're gonna have the North Node sextile Saturn. Alrighty, let's see what that's about. I think I wrote something down for that because I prepared. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a bitch like me prepared today for the live. Oh, what's going on, Guaguan? Oh, here we go. All right. So Saturn is here. Sorry, I had to get my little handy dandy notes. Okay, so this is going to be for Wednesday. So we just figured out Monday, Tuesday, something Venusian transform. Whether it's a relationship, your money, honey. Hopefully, I gotta go check the stock market because I don't know. Yes, God, I'm one of your favorites. Woo! I'm sorry. So, anyways, that's what we know that so far. Wednesday. So on Wednesday, we're going to have Saturn sextile the North Node, which is going to be Saturn at 3 degrees, your North Node. Where the hell is the North Node? Oh, yes, the North Node is at 4 degrees. So is this right here? There's a sextile happening with them. You can't really see it, but it is happening. I'm going to show you how am I going to show you? How am I going to show you? I can't show you because I would have to edit the chart and I won't, but it is there. Let me show you because it's at 4 degrees, the North Node. And if you follow it, it's going to be 3 degrees. Okay, I am going to put this on YouTube if you want to hear the playback, and it's going to be edited differently. So I'm doing the weekly first. My preaching is going to be later, and then I'm going to do the president's grandparent. All the presidents of the United States of America are related by one grandparent. If you stick to the end of this live, I will show you that. And it's pretty cool. Anyways, what does it mean when Saturn sextile the North Node? Well, these two energies work with Aquarius energy. Oh my God, guys, this is going to be your first taste. Wednesday, mark your fucking calendars. April 12th is going to be the first taste, motherfuckers, of what Pluto and Aquarius is going to feel like. And how do I know this? Saturn is the traditional ruler of Aquarius, and the North Node is the Vedic ruler of Aquarius. So them coming into a notion means that you become serious. You're gonna have a strong sense of purpose, and the Pluto and Aquarius energy in your chart, which I am gonna talk about today with my good friend Alex in a couple of hours. I'm gonna hit her up and we're gonna talk about that. Okay, is this Wednesday, okay? So you're gonna have this strong sense of purpose of some area of the Aquarius chart. So if you've been working on your Aquarius house, whatever that may mean in your natal chart for the last 3 years, for instance, some of us have been working in our eighth house, whatever Aquarius rules in your chart. If you've been giving it some love and attention for the last 12 years, or the last 3 years, excuse me, since the pandemic, baby, you're finally going to get some fruits. The matrix is going to align with the time and it's going to give you fruits of those labors. You're going to see some progression into what you've been working on it, okay? And I want you to pay attention. It could be very small. Remember, this is a long fucking transit. So I want you to, if you've been working on your chart and if you've been consisting on your eighth house, you will see some momentum. And the only reason I show you mines is so you, because I've been constantly attacking this Aquarius house for me since the pandemic started 2020. So I give you my example so you can see for, look, you can do it. I started out with nothing. We started out with literally 9 people on the live. We have more people joining us on our community and our team. We've been doing this since 2020. So you've been seeing me chip away on this Aquarius house for the longest. So this is a good time. Don't be afraid to self-sacrifice. Don't self-sabotage yourself for the next couple of weeks. Don't limit yourself. This is an act of purification, literally. This is you try to be as simple. Things are gonna happen fast. Try to keep it simple. Try to keep it easy. Cause like again, you're gonna have this transit for a very long time. So if you know what I'm talking about, you're gonna see that shit. These are also karmic lessons. So obviously Saturn and Rahu are both karmic. This is karma of the year. And this is karma that's, that is actively being worked on. Mind you, Mercury just went by it. So what does this mean for instance, it's something, this karmic lesson may come in a form of a restriction or some type of old pattern that you did. And then you can kind of feed it into your path. Like you can utilize that. For instance, like there's some karmic things that I can tell you that an example. Something happened in my family that was karmic that now when I see it in another person's natal chart, I'm able to tell them this is what I've seen. Like for instance, I have a whole theory on people that lose their children. Like if you've ever miscarried or had a stillborn child, your child, I have a whole theory and I'm seeing it by speaking to many people that have had that. I've actually been able to see what happens with this in a soul level. So that's something that I've learned from tough lessons from this journey working with you guys. That's something that I can see. So when I see it with someone else, a newcomer, the Rahu, I'm able to see like, hey, look at the brighter side of things. You know what I mean? So that's on April 12th, Wednesday. You're going to have a strong connection to tradition, and there's going to be a karmic connection to different, like, so you're going to see it. And I want you to be vigilant on something from your past. There's going to be something from your past that you can utilize from your future. And it's all the things that you've been working on your Aquarius, So I want you to pay attention. I don't want to distract you from it, all right? That'll be Wednesday. Does anything else come up for that day? Mind you, Sun and Jupiter are still together. Mind you, Mars is in Cancer in a 9 degrees of the elders in our family. So on that day, remember, Cancer rules part of your ancestors, especially from your mom's side, that family energy, and it's at 9 degrees. So this could be a message. This could be a push from your ancestors into the right direction. So as long as you keep doing your Aquarius house, whatever that may mean, like for me is investing, doing astrology, working with people, I'm always going to have a positive outlook to my 8th house transformations, right? So anyways, wow, something I forgot on purpose, the children I lost. Woo, I've triggered. I wanted you to, this is important. This is why I had to bring up those things so you can kind of put them together. So let's look at the following day. Let's look at Thursday. That was a tangent, not a long tangent, but that was a little bit of a tangent. Not that bad. Thursday, we still have the North Node sextile Saturn. So that goes for 2 days in a row. We're going to have that for Wednesday and Thursday. So keep that in mind, all right? So we have 2 days in a row. Sun, Sextile, Saturn, everything that I just spoke about, your ancestor, things from the past, helping you for the future, working, it's all helping you and assisting you in your Aquarius house that you've been working on. Pluto's trying to help you in that house, especially why? Because you are aware of it. Before, when Pluto went into Capricorn many, many years ago, 2008, 2009, you weren't aware of Pluto's existence. Now there's a whole consciousness, awareness of this transformation, which means that you can actively change the karma. Aquarius is a Saturn ruled energy anyways. You don't have to go the route that our parents did. They did the same repetitive things. We don't have to. This is a window that's opening. We are the hippies from the 1960s. That was the first wave. Remember Dolores Cannon mentioned these waves of people. That was the first wave. Aquarius tried to help them, freed them. At then we was trying to be equal by skin color. Now we're just trying to be equal by humanity. We just want to live our life and not work to death to make you more money. For you to enjoy what? To be where? Sitting in a throne somewhere in a glass room for what? That's no longer fun. So that's why you're breaking it. So that's why I'm telling you. So that's again Wednesdays and Thursday. 2 days in a row. You get to see a clear thing about it. And it keeps going 3 days. Okay, so they'll keep going. So it's keep going for 3 days in a row. Wow, look. Saturn will be at 4 degrees. So that'll be a different of energy. So that's why I'm talking about the ancestors. That makes sense because that's a Cancer degree. So it'll keep changing. It's going to go forward. Let's see what else we can get from this Saturn. Let's see. Saturn sextile the North Node. What else did I write down? Besides karma. It's been the stuff that you've been working on. Yep. Yeah, we basically covered our asses. There's an increase of patience, practicality, responsibilities that'll come into that time. So if you, for instance, like if you start taking out your bills, paying your bills on time, whatever that may mean, or budgeting better, finally doing the shit that you're supposed to, calling the people up in them, stuff like that. So if there's some type of restriction or limitation or some type of fear could come, don't let the fear take over, okay? Do not self-sabotage. And we're going to go into Saturday. Let's see what else Saturday is bringing us. Saturday is the same thing, but then the sun sextiles the moon that day. Why is that? Well, because the sun will be in Aries and the moon will be in Aquarius. Right. So I like that. That makes sense. Because look, for 3 days in a row, starting from Wednesday, you're going to have the sun sextile the North Node. But the moon doesn't enter Aquarius till Friday. So everything that I may be talking about, first you may receive the ancestor thing that I'm telling you. You may first receive a restriction or a fear some way, somehow. And then you're going to find the solution literally on Friday through Saturday. So if something happens between Wednesday and Friday that you do not like and it feels restrictive or it brings you fear to your life, the solution comes in Friday through Saturday because the moon will be in Aquarius and you will have a more futuristic approach to the problem that you may be facing. So that may be my best advice that I can tell you that. If you know anything that's coming up, let us know. Okay, and then we have Saturday is still Aquarius moon, and then Sunday the moon will be in Pisces. Okay, and then that'll be the moon trine Mars. So by then it'll be a different wave of energy. It's more moon trine Mars can get you horny again, or you would have busy day with family or activities of projects. Okay. So that is the rundown of the week. So we just did the weekly update. Let's end this. Don't worry, we're already recording. Shout out to that. We're gonna talk about the week ahead. How to plan for the week ahead. How to plan for your life. I use it. Oh my God, you're amazing. Oh my God. Okay, so anyway, sorry, I just wanted to compliment somebody for being amazing. Thank you very much. So we're gonna plan for the week ahead. We're gonna do it straight up from the jump. So that way, because last time I got distracted by other things that I have in store for you. Like, for instance, some people did not know that all the presidents of the United States of America are basically related by the same grandfather. And we're gonna look at his chart today after this. So if you tune in after, hi babe, you're amazing. Hey babes. So if you tune into the later part of the live, you will be tuning into the president, basically grandpappy, the granddaddy of all the presidents of the United States of America. But first, we're going to start off with the week ahead. So we're definitely going to start off with how to plan for the following week. And this is how I do it. And I'm going to show you how we do it. First, let's look at the week. Where are we in time? It's very good to know all the time. So currently today is what? Monday, April the 10th. And here the Gregorian calendar tells us it is Monday the 10th. For the rest of the week, so we got Tuesday still going to be a Sagittarius going into Capricorn moons. Also, for those, I'm gonna start helping people. So if you get any money, listen. The other day I had a reading with somebody who told me that I made them a lot of money, and I was so excited to hear that. When you come back and tell me that I made you a shitload of money, that means, baby, we're in alignment. So, every day, if you have a part of fortune, I'm gonna start helping you attract abundance, resources. So if you have a part of fortune in Sagittarius or Capricorn, early degree, so that means like late degree Sagittarius, part of fortune, and an early degree part of fortune of Capricorn, shout out to you. This is a great time to use that for an opportunity or resources. That is for the rest of the week. So Capricorn, part of fortune. Even Aquarius is part of fortune. That'll be at the end of the week. So that's just, if you're trying to get some money, baby, this is the time. So let me know if it works out for you, by the way. Yes. Okay, so also, look, somebody's learning. Okay, so we have a full moon last week on a Thursday. By the way, it was in Libra. Okay, so we're in the scales, things about relationships, comfort, aesthetics, beauty. Also, there's a little bit of Aries. Obviously, if there's a full moon, it'll post Aries energy, competitiveness, ambition, pioneer, getting things done, right? So we're gonna talk about that, especially from Saturn and Pisces. We're gonna go back to that, but I just want to let you know for the rest of the week. So for the rest of the week, we have. Now we're in a Sagittarius moon, which would be 3 moons away, which is the 3rd house energy of communications, getting your mind right, getting paperwork done, calling the right people, calling your doctor, calling your teacher, calling whoever you got to call. Okay, Jupiter, we're getting things done. 3rd house, we're going to the right. We're driving the places that we have to go. We got to meet up with the right people, getting in contact with old people that used to work with, classmates, whatever. Jupiter are people of noble classes, going to church, whatever that may mean to you. Yes, so we're now in Sagittarius, and now the rest of the week we're going to have Capricorn and Aquarius. So by the time we get to Sunday, it'll be a Pisces moon. So for those that needed to know the technicalities, what does that mean? So from there to now, you're either getting things done. For a lot of you, Capricorn does bring that. So it'll go from the Sagittarius, the Capricorn areas, to the Aquarius area in your chart, and we'll talk about that. So let's go to what I like to call the current planet. So what else is happening? Let's go into that because I wanted to. Oh my God. Let's see. There we go. I don't know why I had to go the long way. So the current planets. Let's get into details of that. That way we get further information. So first of all, I'm going to put New York because, hello, I'm in New York. For those that don't know, the boogie down. The current hour of the day, it is Cancer when you're watching. Well, when I'm creating this video, if you're watching it, it'll probably be a different time. But whatever the case may mean, the sun for today is at 20 degrees. Aries, we are now 9 degrees away. So that would be 9 days away till we're in Taurus season, which will be the energy will be the focus will change. So we have 9 days to execute, plan out whatever Aries house you have in your natal charts, okay? So or wherever your sun is far away from an Aries. How far away is Aries energy from your sun. So I'm a Libra sun. Aries is my seventh house of business and contracts. So I'm 9 days away to signing a contract, getting my business done right, learning how to communicate with people one on one, having anything happen to me in relationship. That's what that tells me. If you're a Virgo sun, this is your eighth house. You're 9 days away from finishing up a debt if you had to take care of some psychological transformation that you just currently felt, some research that you're diving in, going to the doctor, some detox that you're almost done with, whatever that's some cleaning, some type of eighth house, some type of ending. Because that's what it's telling me. You're 9 days away. If you're a Leo sun, that would be your ninth house. So that's 9 places you're still learning. Nine days away from learning. Your father, maybe you have to deal with some of you have to do things with your dad. Some of you have to go to courts, some legal battle. Some of you have to finish some type of class course, some trip. Maybe your trip is in 9 days. You know what I mean? Maybe you are moving states, traveling. Something ninth house. That is what that is telling you. Where we have 9 days to finish that, to execute this, to get it done, whatever that may mean to you. Okay? If you're a Pisces, you got 9 days events happening with your family, at home, in the kitchen. You're cooking more. You're feeling insecure. That's okay. We're about to step away from that. You don't know where you're coming and going. The stuff that's happening with your money, you're getting money, or maybe your money changes in 9 days. That's what that means, right? Pisces is also 9 days of something, say Ramadan, right? For instance, I don't know how long that is. Maybe in 9 days something happens in their religion, because Pisces is a religion. And maybe 9 days from now it's over, or they get to eat. There's some type of, I don't know. Somebody tell me. You know what I mean? Whatever. It's a change of energy, and you're only 9 days away from it. That's what that's telling you. Mean from the sun, because the sun is our focus, our external focus. It's next to Jupiter. So we're gonna talk about what are the big events that are coming. I'm gonna show you right now. Let's talk about that. Okay, so let's start off there. How do I check out what's coming? You know what I mean? I don't know. Yes, talk to me. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not in the religion. So Aries, that's 9 days of you feeling pumped, working out. Everybody's looking at you, paying attention at you. That's what that means. The sun is focused on all Aries energy. So if you're in Aries, all eyes are on you. You are chosen. If there's a lineup, you would get chosen. If there's the lotto, maybe the Aries could be the ones winning. Who knows? You know what I mean? You get chosen. The sun is focusing on you, or it did already. It probably already moved away. So you're still getting the shine, the likeness, people liking you, people watching you. Right now you got chosen because I'm talking about you. You know? Depending on where the sun is in your country. Wow, Ramadan is over April 21st or the 22nd, and that is when the sun enters Taurus. Literally. The sun enters Taurus the 21st or the 22nd, depending on where you are on Earth. You know? That's what that means. So, okay, so let's find out the main events. Okay, so main events that were happening is, I call them the 0-degree orbs. So I got Sun conjoined Jupiter, I got Venus trine Pluto, and I have Lilith square Mercury. Okay, so what is that about? So Lilith square Mercury, let's check that out. Let's do Sun conjoined Jupiter almost. What does that mean? That means that the degree are at the same place, or at the very close together. By 10 degrees, that makes it a conjunction. So Sun conjoined Jupiter. Then we also say Lilith. Right? Excuse me. This is Lilith right here. The symbol of Lilith is in Leo, 10 degrees, and is squaring Mercury at 9. So yes, that is definitely going to be felt. And then we had, what else? We had Venus squaring Pluto. Slightly, not really. Yes, sort of. Yeah, it is actually. It is a square. That is squaring Pluto. That is correct. Okay, so what is it? Let's talk about Mercury square Lilith. Let's start off there. So Mercury is the messenger. Mercury just passed Rahu, which means you got your mind back. Your mind is spinning faster or thinking faster. some whatever Rahu experience you had in the last couple of days, it depends on your moon in Gemini. So like for instance, Gemini placements, this is our 12th house. So a lot of us probably was tired. If you was a Gemini in the past week, you're probably recovering from like being tired, because I was. That's a fact. Virgo, you're probably Virgo people, you had this in your ninth house. This is a decision, or and it's something that you came to realization. That's 9 houses away from you. You come to terms with it, or it just clicked to you. You know what I mean? So for Mercury square Lilith, which is this right here, Lilith is known as a dark desire, or the unattainable or unknown or uncontrollable. Not unknown, uncontrollable. So she's a pioneer. So what happens to Lilith again? She wasn't wanted by Adam or God. That's basically what I'm understanding. Listen, she was shunned by both of them. So when anything is squaring Lilith, she's always trying to fight or persevere for whatever situation. So Lilith squaring Mercury, you're fighting to be understood or overheard, or you have like a wild nature, make it hard for you to make your mark, like for whatever that means. Like your wild tendencies, your dark desires makes it hard for you to understand the pattern, the routine, whatever it is, the communication. You're not understanding the big picture stuff. 11th house, it's not, you don't even understand the awareness around you. And this could be some Virgos. I don't know about y'all. I've seen some Virgos. Wasn't Lucifer with Lilith? That is correct. So I've seen some Virgos say some crazy things recently, because in their brain, that makes sense to them. Like, I don't know if you are a Virgo out there. Shout out to that. I don't know if you felt that recently. You had these deep emotions come out of you. It's like you were basically put in a moment of where you had to like, no, you're not going to control me. You had to fight for yourself. A lot like Virgos. They had to like show, you don't know what you're talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Whatever the case may be, when you learn to listen to your intuition and validate your deep-seated instinct, like you're either conversating, you're telling the world, like, I'm the shit, I know what I'm talking about. This could be, and whatever that may mean. I don't know. If you're a Virgo, let me know. Shout out to that. It could be, bugging out. If you're a Virgo, shout out to that. You were either your back was against, like you were misunderstood. Like, what really, let me tell you what really grinds my gears. When somebody says that your masculine energy is so strong. That's my Venus and Virgo. And that's really pissing me off. Let me tell you something. Just because you feel that I can outrun you doesn't mean that my masculine energy is wrong, because I have a vagina. And it's very pretty. Thank you very much. If you want me to tell you and go into further details, we can. You feel me? But don't, just because you feel like I can outrun you, outsmart you, whatever you think is whatever, that doesn't mean that my masculine energy is stronger. Or whatever. No, I may be balanced in both energies. But it's just because I know how to observe. I know the time. I'm aware of my surroundings, Rahu. I'm aware of the matrix. You feel me? So in the room, and I'm out here, what you think I'm asserting, if you think I'm asserting my masculine energy, in reality, what I'm doing is I'm aware that there's other people in the room, there's other people listening, understanding. They're probably different, there's different cultures, religions, thoughts, and whatever that, I understand that. So I need the other people in the room to also understand that I'm aware of that. And if you believe that's masculine energy, I believe that's strategic. That's where we're different. So that is where that's an instinct of mine, which is a Lilith, a thing of me. That's natural to me to respond that way, to interact that way. So if from my interaction, you came to the interpretation that of my masculine energy is being assertive, then my friend, that means you're a feminine. And the reason I came into your life being that you are in balance, because you can notice my masculine, that means your masculine must be weak, my brother. Thank you. Hello. Do the fingers, do the snap fingers, snap the fingers. See, hello. But that's a Lilith thing. By the way, I had to go on a little tangent. Because you may be understood at times, but it will be able to fine tune your message without suppressing their beliefs. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, my beliefs. I don't want to suppress yours, but what I'm coming up with is that you, because you thought that I have masculine energy, and basically your vocabulary, Mercury, is not there for you to understand that that's not masculine, that I can beat you, outrun you, out everything. That's just what that is. It's okay. Snapping the finger, snapping, snap, 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 snaps. Thank you, everybody. So that was my Mercury square Lilith moment, and that's what that means. So you, maybe I'm gonna, I'm gonna be, if you are a person that's an introverted, you might be, some people be like, oh, you're being too aggressive, or you're not being feminine. No, because you think feminine is being weak. That's what they emasculate women from. They think that feminine means weak and that I can't voice my opinion. No, I will voice my opinion. That is part of the divine feminine. That's what that means. Okay. Anyway, sorry. So thank you so much. I had to get that out of my chest, girlies. I had to get that out of my chest, girls. So tell me if that makes any sense to you out there. For a Leo, and that's basically for Leos, this is how you come off. And I don't know if a Leo, basically, I don't know if Leos lately, the way you display yourself, people are giving you that same energy. So, like, let's say you act like you ain't, Leo, if you act like they ain't shit to you, people are gonna act the same way towards you. That's what you're receiving right now, because that's what Leo. That's what this square is doing. And for Taurus, this could be a sense of frustration, an internal conflict of what you have to do next, or you're not feeling confident on it. You know what I mean? So, if you're a Taurus, Leo, shout out, put that in the comments. Let me know what you think about that. Okay, so up next, what do we got next? Okay. Trying to get the body. Sorry. Okay, Venus trine Pluto. Let's get into that. Where is that? So we got Venus. It's leaving Taurus. It's gonna go into Gemini. Shout out to that. Hello. It's gonna square Saturn. That's not that great. So Venus is gonna square Saturn soon. Why? Because Gemini is a mutable energy. Saturn is an immutable energy. So that's gonna come into square. But before that is already squaring Pluto, which is today. Is it today? Yes, it is. Look at this big fat blue line, but it's really a square, okay? Because this is fixed energy and this is fixed energy. So those rub against each other, man. Yeah. I'm sorry. Hang on. Let's see. What does that mean? So Venus coming out of Taurus is basically why we had that announcement of money. Venus and Taurus is where it belongs, right? So Venus and Taurus is about the tangible goods, money, resources, food looking good, how to the sensories. It also talks about our interaction with people, our intentions with people. Why? Because they oppose Scorpio. So Venus, it tells me your desires. What do you truly want? Because you kind of do it naturally. When Venus is in Taurus, what you truly want, been happening these couple of last months. So like however long Venus was in Taurus, whatever you were doing just shows what you really want to do, honestly, because you do it instinctively. This is like natural to you. So if in the last couple of months you was laying in the couch eating bonbons and like eating ramen or whatever, that's what you wanted to do. Or if you wanted to hang out with your friends all week, and if, let's say, your boyfriend the last month just been hanging out with his friends, maybe that's what he wanted to do. Like, oh well, that's on you. You ain't entertain. That's, people need to understand what role you play. Like, there's an 11th house does not feel the same way as the 7th house. Oh, why does he always hang out with his friends? Bitch, because he probably has better placements in his 11th house. The ruler of his 11th house is in a better place. So it makes the person want to go there. Like say, for instance, the ruler of your 11th house is in the 11th house. Like you have Venus and Taurus in the 11th house. You know what I mean? Or let's say, for instance, your 11th house is nicely packed. Baby, that's what he's going to do. He's going to go. That's more exciting, ho. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You are the 7th house. When you become a person's, when you want to become, oh, I want him to be my man. But my man puts you in the seventh house, and you don't understand that the seventh house don't feel the same as the 11th house. Pick a house, bitch, and stay in it. Okay? So if this is what the role you want to play, or if you's a mistress, baby, the mistress is the 12th house. You understand? These are hidden things like that we're trying to keep hidden. Like Lilith is your mistress. If you are number 2, that's who you are. Don't be trying to be Venus. Like, why doesn't he take me out on vacation? Venus goes on vacation. If you came into the picture as a Lilith, there's something that I don't ask us for answers. So I just want to let you know that. Pick a house and stay in the fucking house. What does that mean? So if, for instance, if your seventh house is ruled by Saturn, okay, and then his friends is ruled by Venus, understand that shit. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Pick or choose a poison. I don't know. So anyways, when Venus trines Pluto, Pluto is an ending, transformation, some type of Plutonian thing happens, okay? It could be an intense interaction. It could be sex, honestly. Like, so this could be an experience, strong attraction towards someone, something, you know what I mean? Meeting, you could be more sexually hyper. Of course, you guys want to call me now that I'm on the phone. This could bring in magnetism, you know, it could bring being emotionally devoted to something, by the way. So I don't know if that makes sense for you. For instance, if it depends. If you're a Taurus and Libra, this is different. This is us doing some type of change with us. Some type of energy is changing with us and our lovers. Why? Because Pluto is now in our 5th house. So Libras is telling you like what they really want now. So you remember how y'all always wanted Libras to tell you what do they want? Bitch, Libra knows now. Pluto's entered the 5th house. So what you're getting is what they're feeling. This is what it is. You know, so this is a good time to clear some unhealthy emotions or habits or desires. For instance, like if you think that, well, you know what, I'm not going to text him every day. I'm going to stop texting my man every day because he doesn't text me. And I don't like that. You know, this could be changing your look. Some people already said they're dyeing their hair. There's some people, you know, able to feel what people are trying to hide from you. Like, what are you, I don't know, some people are feeling that. You know, what are these people hiding from you? You've uncovered something about yourself, you know, through the via of someone else. This could literally be Scorpio. If you're a Scorpio, your partner could be changing their mind on the bedroom. Literally, your partner this morning could have literally changed the bed sheets, or they could have been like, you know what, babe, I don't want to eat in the living room anymore. I don't, you know, something just happened to the Scorpio's partner. Because why? Venus is leaving their 7th house, literally, and is aspecting the 4th house energy. So this could be happening within them. They just felt the shift with their partner, literally, because I'm a Scorpio. So I know if I felt it, Scorpio felt it too. I know they felt that ass. So, and that's going to be ongoing for the next couple of days. So if it doesn't happen now, it's going to keep coming in through for the next couple of days. So you may see people end, like I said, the ending of a relationship or something they do with a child or something that they do at home. This could be a divorce moment. Honestly, this is impacting Venus. And then why? Because Venus is going to go into Gemini and literally meet up with Saturn literally 3 days after that shit. You know, so negotiations can be powerful right now. So if America's trying to get in with the team and the movement, BRICS, I don't know what they're trying to do. I'm not there. But if they was trying to get into a team or a movement, this might be the time to get into it, into that, you know. For instance, this could be this could be physical stuff happening to a Sagittarius, to be quite honest. There's physical things happening to Sag. It's different. These are Venus. These are Libras and Tauruses are highly affected by this. Even Pisces, because they're exalted by Venus, and Venus rules their 8th house of crisis. So for the next couple of days, Pisces people, they're feeling some type of change, or maybe their sibling is going through some type of change. or they just finally got all of their stuff packed and moved from somewhere, or there's a change to how they even park the car. Right now, Pisces, you could even change something where you even park the car. You know what I mean? I just denied a Scorpio sex last night. See, that's exactly. You just did something to a Scorpio. Literally, it just happened. There's a shift in the energy in the relationship. Good for you. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know. If he's being a dickhead, then yeah, denied the sex. Hello. Right. It is a good time to bank, operate it. So, let's go into the next one. Let's talk about Sun and Jupiter. Then we'll talk about more Pisces and Sagittarius. So let's do that. Let's go into that. Let's see. What are our good data? All right. Sun and Jupiter. Sun is Leo energy. So these are for the Leos. Jupiter is ruled of Sagittarius and Pisces energy as well. So, for instance, what does that mean? Okay, so, for instance, for children, this could be a change in their school. I don't know what that means. They're on vacation. I wouldn't know. I don't have a kid, so I can't tell you. I don't really pay attention to people and their kids. Could tell you that. This could mean happiness, joy, happiness. Jupiter is abundance. People are feeling more happy, more optimistic. You're feeling lucky. I know I am. I'm about to play the lotto right now on live. Fuck it, because that's me harnessing energy. Thank you very much for helping me. Hello, sorry. Anyways, good luck at this time. This is a good time for opportunities. This is a good time to, benefit. Like if you were getting a gift, some money from somewhere, an increase of money, some type of expansion. Some people go to church. Some people going to their children. Like I said, this could be, besides going to the school changes, it could be doctor changes. You could be literally going to the doctor. And because the Sun and Jupiter are squaring Mars, even by sign, because Mars is the depositor of Aries energy, it isn't a square energy anyways. They're about to square each other. So the closer Mars gets to that, even though they probably won't meet, but it probably will meet Jupiter, I think, because Jupiter moves kind of slower. The Sun will leave, but Jupiter will stay in Aries. So, for instance, that will be the squaring. This could be you actively working on something with your body. This could be out at home. You have a lot of things to do, responsibilities to do. Some people are doing some sneaky things behind the scenes. Jupiter still brings this sneaky aspect either way because it rules Pisces, honestly, especially for Aries energy. This is your 12th house. Your 12th house ruler is still next to your Sun. So some of you are devoted. If you're in a good positive energy, you're devoted into some type of new hobby, religion, spiritual cults, whatever. You're watching a bunch of videos, time. You're devoting time right now. And so something that's clearing your subconscious mind, is helping declutter with things that are holding you back. Honestly, Aries energy, for Jupiter, right? This is your 4th house ruler. You're finally realizing things about you, right? Because it's Jupiter for Sagittarius. This rules your emotions and it rules you. So there's some type of you finally coming to clarity or visual of this. This could be you publishing. This could you be excited about posting things. You could be learning, because these are both one of them is your learning planet. It's in the house of learning for you. Hanging out with kids or your people that you love, having more exciting things. You know what I mean? This is for Sagittarius, This could be some internal development. You should be more happy. You should be dancing. You should be excited. Honestly, this is a strong desire to experience everything fully. You wanted to travel, invest, or begin new projects if you already been doing it. Your kids could be a little bit of trouble. It depends how Mars works in your chart. Because these are all positive things for you, some Sagittarius. But if Mars is in a condition that is not allowing this positive energy to transpire, it may be transpiring something else in your chart. So check out what Mars is doing if you are a Sagittarius. Okay? So if you're praying, that's great. I love that for you. If you're a Pisces, this is really a lot of energy in your second house that's happening. Again, depending on how you believe in life. This is your belief system about life. Pisces, how you believe life should go. Your mannerism, how you treat people that are teaching you, guiding you. So if you have a teacher, a mentor, or even your supervisors, the way they're communicating things from you, they're letting you know things that it may be feeling you uncomfortable. Why? Because the second house from you, this is second house energy, Pisces. So you may be a little uncomfortable because you're stepping into new territory. Really what it is. And people are calling you on your shit, and you need your shit to be called out because you are stepping into a new paradigm where time is working for you now. So it's either you're going to waste time like a good mutable energy, or you're going to get to it like there's nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? Hello? Hello. Sorry, I had to preach on you a little bit. So if you're like I said, Pisces, this is a this is a lot of planets heading into your vulnerable house. Either way, the second house is vulnerable. Why? Because it's your money. It's how you feel about your family, how you feel about money. The ruler of your problems, the sixth house, comes alongside with this. So yeah, you may be having uncomfortable conversations, and you may have to speak up more. Again, this is depending how your Mars is set up for some of you. Some of you Pisces could be thriving because Mars is set up for making you win right now. You may have a Mars trining, like literally Scorpio or Cancer, and it's trining this, But if not, this is a little bit vulnerable. You're a little hesitant about your possessions, things that you own, how you feel about like the little problems that are coming your way, even a little bill that's coming your way, this new bill that you have to deal with. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. Like Pisces, this could be you having to face reality in some space. Why? Because Jupiter rules who you are, but Jupiter also rules your career, what you're showing the world. So either people, mind you, you're always been the good guy, but the world is seeing something else, and that's what I need you to know. That why? Because Saturn is showing you the chopping block. You're being thrown in the heat. You're being thrown. Time is working for you or against you if you're allocating it properly. It depends on if you did the subconscious decluttering. Did you what does that mean? Like, come on, you're not dumb. That's really what it is. Saturn rules your 11th house. You know how the world operates. You know that you got to communicate. You know what I'm saying? You know that you have to you got to tell people if you're going to be late. You have to be realistic about the matter. Like, yeah, this business is about money for you. Duh. For instance, this is spiritual leaders. This is the spirituality world. This is religion. Things that we're devoted in. And in the last couple of days, we literally just saw in the media the Dalai Lama trying to kiss a little boy, trying to make this little boy kiss him. And that's a personification of what's going on with Pisces energy. So the time is, first of all, you not fucking dumb, bro. Everybody in the world and they mama is talking about Pizzagate and everything, in the little 600 boys and all that other shit, all that shit that's happening in religion. And then you're going to sit there, the Dalai Lama, another religious cult, religion thing. First of all, we knew the Catholic Church was we don't gotta go there. We don't gotta go there. We should never go there because you know where it's gonna go. You feels naive me, right? So, for instance, then you wanna go. The world is seeing this. We're not dumb, bro. People can see this. Everybody is aware and in tune. So for you to act oblivious to shit that, like, you're moving like in your shot, you're not hidden anymore. What was hitting, the scams are not hitting anymore. That's why it's a personification of scams. You feel me? It's a it's Pisces rules scamming, lies, religion. That's why Saturn being in there this whole next 3 years, these scams, that's why people are talking about it. Why you think there's videos about the mob trending right now and how to get away with shit online? Why is that trending? Because is we're not dumb. Things can't be hitting anymore. What was hitting to the public is no longer available. Is not. Is in the forefront. We're no longer hiding from this. It's in our, we can see it now, which makes you feel vulnerable during this season. You know what I mean? So that's what's happening. What you're seeing currently right now, and which I'm also gonna do I'm gonna do a post on this too on Twitter. But that's what's happening. That's why Pisces is a personification. What you're seeing with the religion that's getting exposed, we're literally seeing astrology play out. Saturn is on the Pisces energy, devotion, religion, scams, lies, deceptions, the positive videos. We're getting video contents of things. We're getting the things that we're hitting to the public is coming into the forelight. Video, we're going to see it. We're going to connect the dots. That's why synchronicity is going to happen and you're going to be able to connect it. Why things are happening at that same time. And everything's gonna click. In a couple years, everything's gonna click together. So, but that's what in a smaller sense for Pisces, you are feeling you have to take one for the team, and we thank you. And we appreciate you for that. Is this gonna be saved for YouTube? Yes, it is. And I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna make a post on it on Twitter, apparently. So what do I say to a Pisces in a small scale? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I went through my Saturn return and I learned that when Saturn is traveling in signs that he does not rule in, it's best for you to operate as if it's in Libra. Because remember what your mom used to tell you. Your mom used to tell you, if your friends jump out the bridge, you're gonna jump with them? No. So that means that, and that's why Saturn in the 7th house, and I'm going to make a post on that shit too. Saturn in the 7th house, you must operate differently with people, relationships. So like I say, if they go low, you go high. That's really what you got to do. Literally, that's what Saturn wants you to do. So even though it's operating in this energy of Pisces, I'm still going to operate in a Libra, which from there, right? So from Pisces is lies, deceptions. Guess what happens? Libra would be 8 signs away. Let me show you that. I'm going to show you that. That way you can understand that. And this is a good live. This is a great live today. We got in tune. What the fuck was that? What did I do differently today that personifies? I have to come up with it. It kind of feels like the car lives. But anyways, here's what happened. Check. This is from the lies and deception, right? So Pisces rules lies, deceptions. That's the low vibration of Pisces. If you count from here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The truth. Libra is the truth. So once the truth comes out, which is in 8th house things, it's over. The lie and deception is dead. The lie dies. The deception dies. 8th house. 8th house rules death, transformation. You feel me? That's the difference. That is what's the difference. Every time there's a lie or deception or an imposter, an impersonator, Libra, the truth, takes them out every single time. It doesn't matter what you do. And you know what does that mean? And how do I stay in the while Saturn is transiting, the time lord, as Saturn is transiting in different signs, if I operate in the Libra energy, I stay in the most highest forms of karma, because I'm always going to operate where that sign, where Saturn is being focused at. I'm focused in the house that challenges that sign. I'm focusing on the hardest challenge, because this is the exaltation of karma. You feel me? So where Saturn is exalted in Libra, which is this is where karma is exalted. This is where karma operates as its highest form. And if I on earth want to remain with time, and I want to remain blessed and rewarded. Right? I must do it in consistent time. I must do it with the truth. I must tell the truth. I gotta be consistent with the truth, and I must do it, even if it hurts. You feel me? Even if it fucking hurts. That's what that is. So, anyways, it feels like lives in 2020. That's a fact. It does. I don't even know, but I don't know what did I do different today? What is today? Well, the moon is in 15 degrees Sag. Okay, we're gonna have to do these moons on Sagittarius. That's fire. Good shit. What did I do different today? So that's my advice. If you are a Pisces and all odds are against you, telling the truth will be the end of all of your pain and struggle. Just go straight to it. Go straight to the hardest point. Whatever that is, keep it transactional. Whatever that may mean, let's say pay for it. Whether that means that you have to pay for the time of the crime, do it. Tell the truth. You feel me? Libra shit. Make it look pretty. Get straight to it. That's what that means. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. You're teaching intentionally. That's really what it is. Because that's why a sun and Jupiter's in Libra. I have a great Saturn. And I'm fucking proud of it. It's honest. You want me to tell you why? That's the difference between many people. That's why I've been able to stay consistent. Because I have a great Saturn. And because I'm very Saturn heavy, as long as I remain to the utmost level of truth and you will see the momentum, the consistency will remain. And I won't feel tired because I will be rewarded because I'm doing my Saturn duties. And that is why. You know what I mean? Even besides that, like, I know Mars is in Cancer. Literally, it's on my degree right now. I know that, but that was the reason why the live would make sense that I got the download. But besides that, even besides when Mars was in there, I was consistent when Mars was in my 12th house. I remain consistent because I'm operating from Saturn's energy. Constantly operating from Saturn's energy. Mind you, Saturn in my chart trines my sun and moon, to be quite honest. And mind you, sun and Libra, that's what they're always juggling with. The balance of that energy. Anyways, so you could take a little notion from my book, honestly, to remain consistent in whatever thing you want to do. So that was what we were talking about. So we did the Sun and Jupiter. Sorry, we got distracted because I got distracted. I got a great download, but for the rest of the week, let's do it. Let's do what happens tomorrow. Let's see what happens tomorrow. We got distracted. Okay, hang on. Actually, you're gonna feel it. So I'm gonna repeat it one more time. For those that did not get it. So, Pluto is gonna be in Aquarius for the next 20 years. So for the next 20 years, Pluto means power, control, manipulation, money, energy, whatever that may mean. Okay, it's gonna be given to you. And in the next 20 years, your decisions on who you are as an individual Aquarius, whether they're sun, moon, rising, we're going to notice how you did that power. What did you do with that power? For instance, Kylie Jenner had Pluto in her rising sign for the longest. And we see what she did with the power, okay? Michelle Obama was a notable Capricorn woman's son who had power given to her, and we see what she did with the power. Think about this. Just go look at people that had this energy and what did they do with it. They either became the good guy or the bad guy. Okay, so we just don't. It depends on you. With great power comes great responsibilities. So that is the quote that I will leave you with. Whatever that means. That could mean in money. It could mean in different perspective. Like, I know Capricorns that couldn't get no money up for the last however years, whatever. Or they didn't know who they were for however many years, whatever, because they were younger. You know what I mean? But that's it. So let's talk about the presidents of the United States. So there's this TikTok going around. there's a TikTok going around about this girl that basically found out all of the presidents of the United States. I'm just gonna show you the article. Let's go look it up. So all presidents are related. There's an article. It comes out on the Daily News, and I'm gonna show you that article just for the purposes of this. Okay, so it's ruling. Okay, it says it's ruling in the genes. All presidents, bar one, which happens to be Dwight Eisenhower's, for those that did not know. All presidents are all related to the medieval king, English king, called Mr. King John of England. And I also did this live before, but I never saved it. So I am going to save it now so I can keep it a record. I've done this live before. I did it before. I just did a run through of the signs. If you want to know more information, I also did all this for Aries season. Oh my god. If you don't know what to work on, go check one of my Aries seasons YouTube videos. Somebody broke down all the 12 signs. Thank them. Hello. Anyways, back to this. So all presidents of the United States are descendants of one medieval king, even Obama, okay? Mr. King John of England, who signed the Magna Carta of 1215. All of that is important, valuable. Only eighth president, Mark Van Buren, only the eighth president, which is interesting because that was the eighth house is Scorpio. That's so interesting. Eighth energy is always going to be Scorpio energy of transformation. And Martin Van whatever was not related to John. Interesting. Even Barack Obama is. So I think they said the White House or somewhere, but they even found out that he ended up being anyways. So let's see. Let's go find out more about King James. So I already have his chart. Hang on, let me look up his chart real quick. Hang on. I already have his chart. Oh, not that one. Sorry, I have my friend's chart. Alright, hang on a second. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Matter of fact, I'll just build it up. Okay, I'm just gonna build it up. Let's go to King James. So that way, I'm gonna have to take the long way. Sorry, I thought I already had it made up because I looked it up last night and I did this. I don't know where I sent it, but it happens to be this thing. So, anyways, this is King John, King of England. He is the president's grandfather, basically. Trump, every one of them is related. Even Trump. Okay, so let's go into King England, or is it Trump? We're gonna actually, don't quote me on that. I'm gonna go look. We're gonna Google that after this. So, anyways, this is King John. I'm gonna put him like this. Is the Wikipedia. He was born December 24th, 1166. Interesting. Fascinating. I thought that was very fascinating. Why? Because one of America's best amazing holidays is Christmas. Apparently it was supposed to be Jesus' birthday, but I've never met a Capricorn that would give you the shirt of, I met some Capricorns, but not all of them. But I find that fascinating. I'm going to look it up. I don't think Trump, I want to say Trump is too. But I'm going to look it up too because somebody is also tracking it somewhere. And so 1166, December 24, 1166. And he was born, let me see, where was he born? Let's look it up. He was born Oxford, England. Okay, so let's go put Oxford, England. Let's see. Hang on, let's put this. Okay. Oxford, England. England. Is it England? London? I don't know. Is that still a place? Maybe it's not a place. Okay. I don't know. Some Capricorns are very giving. Yeah, he's not Trump, isn't, I think. Okay, Jesus was born in the spring. I'm just saying. I'm just going to put London for the purposes that I don't know anything about Europe, okay? So we're just going to do that. And we're going to put this chart up. Let me show you the chart. Hang on, let's show you the chart. We use our handy dandy. There we go. Okay. I continue to question who is their God. So, let's look at their God. We're looking at him right now. Look, this is their God. Look, this is the man who is first of all, let's read about the man. If you didn't know who this man is and what, well, let's look into Magna. Okay, it says blood at the end of John's reign led to the sealing of Magna Carta. Okay, so let's look at this Magna Carta crap. Because I remember it being in high school, I mean, and learning about this before, but I don't remember much about it. So, it says the Great Charter of Freedoms, commonly called the Magna Carta, is a royal charter of rights agreed by King John Windsor. Oh, that sounds interesting. First drafted by blah, 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 the Cardinal Steph, blah, 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 to make peace between the unpopular king and a group of rebels, the barons. Hang on a second. Because I remember that being the name. Okay, Baron. Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so anyways, Magna Carta. Anybody want to, let's see. I'm going to go into the summary of this where it gets better. Okay, let's see. Magna Carta, they argue, blah, blah, blah. No, let's get into here. It's influenced the early American colonists in the 13 colonies and the formation of the United States Constitution, which became the supreme law of the land in the new Republic of the United States. So whenever they say the supreme law of the land, I like to emphasize that because that's important, because that's who the fuck gave you that throne. Research by Victorian historians show that the original 1215 charter had concerned the medieval blah blah blah. Okay, let's see if we keep going. Magna Carta still forms an important symbol of liberty today, often cited by politicians and campaigners, and it held a great respect by the British and American legal communities. Lord Deaning, whatever, describes as the greatest constitutional document. This is what I like to always bring that up, document, out of all times. The foundation of the freedom of the individual against the, I don't know what that is, don't make me read it, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, mind you, let's back up a little bit. Look what it says here. It says the British Library for 1 February, blah, 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 to mark the 800th anniversary of Magna Carta. Wow. So they've been incited by this paper for the longest. I don't know what the thing says, so don't ask me. So maybe let's Google it. Let's get some Google in here real quick. I just want to know what the Magna Carta says. So Magna Carta for dummies, a meaning or summary. There we go. Let's get the summary. Because hello. Above was not okay. So the first. Okay, so June 15. Wow, look at this. Mind you, June rules Gemini. Gemini rules paperwork and documents. Magna Carta was issued June 1215. It was the first document to put into writing the principle of the king and his government was not above the law. Ooh, okay, we might find something here. Let's see. It is sought to prevent the king from exploiting his power and place limits of royal authority by establishing law as a power in itself. Oh, okay, so look, this is basically giving power to lawmaking, to law, that's why this is why they said, by the law vested in me, okay? And this sounds like a cultism. This is Magna Carta is a big word to saying, and bless be thy father, or may the, what is it, that shit that they be saying in the fucking what is that show that I fucking love, Handmaids, blessed be the law, whatever the fuck that shit is. We sound like a damn cult. Anyways, what is the 3 main points of the Magna Carta? Let's see what that is, because I really don't know. Okay, it says what? It says were clauses providing for free church. Okay, thank you, hello. Reforming, which I like that word, law, and justice, and controlling the behavior of royal officials. He is the baby. This is the grandfather. This is the grandfather of all of the presidents of the United States who govern the law. They literally passed down his own blood, and that's not ritual to ya. That's insane. Now, how do we see them? First of all, his sun is at 2 degrees. If you've heard me before, we found out and we learned that 2 degrees is one of the most powerful degrees to have in the zodiac wheel. It's because it's a Taurus degree. It talks about status. It talks about resources, family. He has the Sun and Neptune in Capricorn, which is why. And mind you, listen to this. Why do you think that they've been attacking millennials since they knew that millennials were coming back? Why do you think millennials are the one generation that they found every single way, paperwork wise, to keep us locked in? Their grandfather was born under the regime of Neptune in Capricorn. He is part of that generation. So I'm not surprised that the generation millennial is who they're also afraid of taking control and rising, because their granddaddy that could be reincarnated right now and rebuilding a new Magna Carta for the next couple years. This is the same way as prayer. This is the same way as when calling it. You know when a witch reads a saying to you, or when the priest reads the Bible and tries to cast demons out of you. You understand what I'm saying? This is the same man, mind you. Get this: the man was born under the generation Pluto and Gemini, which is the 8th house to the Pluto and Scorpio generation. So technically, he was a very powerful Scorpio. Whenever you see Gemini and especially Pluto, Pluto is a Scorpio energy. This means he was double Scorpio. This means the man is triple Scorpio. Okay? So that is literally what's happening right now. Think about that. Think about why do you think they've been attacking millennials so long? And they've made so many rules and regulations for us. Right? So mind you, she says she's naming him Marcus. Mind you, Marvin. Mind you, I want to go look at Marvin. Marvin Van. Let's look at this up real quick. So Marvin Van is the only president that was not related. Why? And let's see what that is about. We're going to pull up his chart too. So this is for those that are coming in, this is the President of the United States grandfather. Okay, so he has the 2 degrees, which is family status, right? Is next to Mercury. Mercury is paperwork. Excuse me. The man is known for writing basically he is the reason why he basically created prayer when prayer is the law, which is the same thing as a witch reading her ritual, whatever. I don't know what it's called. What is it called? Because somebody tell me the proper name for a witch is thing for something. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Or by the way, so he created the world's longest living proof of why do we let man govern us? He created law. He created the idea of lawmaking. That's what that means. He literally just said to us, Magna Carta, it was the cause and effect of being the royal people, a coven, a ritual, a spell. There we go, a spell. So, witches have spells. The priest people, they have a prayer. And then the law, the president have the law. The king has the law. You hear me? That's what he created. So the Sun, Neptune, is next to Mercury, the world's longest living purpose. They're literally their law, the law. He created the law. 19 degrees is a Libra degree, which is also emphasizing the law. Is next to Saturn and Jupiter in a conjunction. Hear me out. The Saturn, the planet of foundation, time, is exalted in Capricorn. He is the leader. He is the head of the system, the rules. You feel me? Next to Jupiter. Jupiter is the noble class. Everyone. The law, literally. The belief. He created the belief of having law. Literally, that's crazy. Mars rules the will. Mind you, let's see, is making an exact sextile to the Mars. Exactly. Now, in this case, because he's a Capricorn, we don't know his rising sign. Let's pretend he's a Capricorn rising. Mars will rule the 4th house of something that he created, and it's written. It's 3 signs away. Look, 1, 2, 3. The man is a genius. from his sun and his Jupiter, he has Uranus and Mars. He thought big picture stuff. He gathered man. Mars rules men, and he combined them in groups, right? For the future is at 0 degrees. Is a critical degree, karma degree. He created the future's belief, literally, and law. And he was more than likely born on a moon in Libra, which is a square to his sun, which is 10 signs away from the sun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mind you, he was born with Ketu in the Rahu, or Ketu, or the South Node actually works the best in Scorpio, believe it or not. Because Ketu is all about research and in-depth understanding. Scorpio is the depth of this, the bottom of this. Okay? Neptune is their dreams. Yeah, this was a dream of his. This is a delusion. He could have freaking be that shit sound delusional to me. That shit don't sound delusional to you. Now that we really conceptualize it. Conceptualize what I'm telling you. Priest had prayer. And people thought that if the priest prayed, well, not prayed, that sounds horrible. But if a priest was to read the Bible, people felt that they felt better, right? If a witch casts the spells on you, you think that the spell worked. Oh my God, she cast a spell on me, and now this is the reason why I can't do this, whatever. Or oh my God, the priest saved me. He prayed over my head, and I got saved. That's what the fuck that is. Honestly, I'm not trying to be. And then the law, the government, Mars, the government, Jupiter ruling the Mars, the government, again, Jupiter, governments, right? Capricorn, this Jupiter rules the Mars. Get it? Mars rules men. Saturn, Jupiter, which is the ruler of Pisces, this Mars, rules it. Literally, it's telling you right there. He literally manifested the idea that what the king says can go, or what the government says go, or the power of the law. He just personified it. He made it tangible. He made it so we can touch it, feel it, see it, speak it. He gave it senses. He gave it life. He created a whole fucking portal. Pluto, in his chart, more than likely, will trine his moon. He transformed people for the rest of their lives. He literally died years ago and left such a biggest impact that transformed an entire generations thousands of years later. That's how strong this man is when he was born. That's what that 2 degrees is about. It's giving, playing God, controlling mind and body and spirit. Exactly. He created money. No, what he created was, you thinking money. The man made you believe, right, that a system of rules is more powerful than the moral construct of man and land. So that's what he did, because now what happened was he left this for his descendants. He left this structure system to his descendant, his grandchildren. He left it to them. They kept, and as good generational family, he knew how to build the family. He knew how to do it. This is the type of man you want to marry. This is what you call generational wealth. Listen to this. The man left the idea of you believing in a system of rules that governs man over the land. Because that's what he did. That's what the Magna Carta means. And that's what he made you believe in, that shit. We still believe in that shit. Because right now, if the government says, for instance, I want you to know that we didn't have insurance. But when cars came out, let me put it to you in a perspective. This is how deep this man's energy goes. Another man created cars. So the man created cars. guess what happened? It's a machine that can destroy people. Obviously, you know that if you drive and you don't know how to drive, you could cause a car accident and take away life, right? So what happens is this man, what the people listen to what happens. He created the car, and what happens? We like, you know what? We're gonna need some rules. We need rules and structures because people, not everybody could be driving the streets because driving should be a privilege, and that's where the government stepped in. He made you believe that we need rules and regulation on land. So everything on land that's processed, right now, if you wanted to create a pie, let's say right now you was at home and you created a strawberry pie. In order for you to sell your strawberry pie in the market of the land, you have to go follow this man's structure system. That's how deep that shit goes. We don't need I need you to think bigger, bigger, bigger. The man left so many structure systems, right? For his ancestors hundreds of years later. He is still living. And guess what? You celebrate his birthday every year. Faithfully. Happy birthday to him. Because every fucking 24 of each month of every fucking year since you've been living in America, the 24th of each year, you sit around your family and you eat good food and his energy and his vibration. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You are sitting here helping this man manifest. So this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to help Shirley manifest. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the jackpot together because if he can manifest... Woo, child. I need your energy. I need you. I need you to help me make these monies. Thank you. Since motherfuckers is harnessing your energy the way they've been harnessing your energy, you feels naive me. I might as well be too. Thank you. Shout out to that, my brothers and sisters. That was the end of that. Thank you. We're gonna buy another one. We're gonna buy another one just because we got the whole clan in here. I'm gonna need you all together to wish me millions of dollars. Amen. Listen. What's the God's it starts with a Y. What's the God's name? Thank you. Bless me with my lotto numbers. Thank you, God. Thank you. This is called the Jackpot app. So thank you. Shout out to that. Since you guys are over here every 24th of each month, you take America's grandfather and you sit around your homes and happy, joy, joy. And you basically wish the man a happy birthday, Jewa. I probably can't say that right, yo. Jehovah. You know I can't. You know that's not my thing. All right, so, and every year of your life, every year, happy birthday to their granddaddy. Every year, and you buy gifts. And you interchange these gifts every year. You just giving it away and shit. I hear you, my brothers and sisters. That's right. Celebrate your granddaddy's birthday. That's right. Get out of here, y'all. Not me. Not this year. Excuse me. I don't know about you. Excuse me. This 24, I'm getting some grub. But I ain't, listen, it's going to be a regular day for me. Don't wish me no merry nothing on Christmas. Because I know you work for the ops after that. If you wish me merry something, you hear me? I'm going to understand that you work for the ops and you work for the white man. Okay? You work for the white man. That's all good in the hood. Anyways, let's look at the only president of the United States. Let's look at the only president of the United States of America who was not related to the Magna Carta. Look at this guy. Martin Van Buren. I don't know what he says. I don't know what that means, but let's find out what happened. Mind you, get this. Look at this. He's the only one that's not part of their ritual. Feel me? I mean, there's no ethics and morals in the game. At least I'm telling you the truth. Anyways, Look, this is the only president of the United States. He's the only person that's not part of their ritual. Mind you, look, it's an American politician who served the president of the United States during the first Great Depression and the panic. I'm sorry, I had to laugh. He the only one that's not part of their ritual. And he the only one that fuck up their bag. That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. I'm not dumb, yo. Working, saying Merry Christmas, Merry anything. He's the only one that was not part of their ritual and fuck up the entire bag. Like, let's. Oh no, I can't. Let's not do this one. Let's go back. The English. Let's do the English style. He sold. Let's see. This man sold hope. Yes, literally. In the hopes that you believe him. I'm sorry. Look. He's a North Node in Aries. And he's a North Node in Aries, which makes sense. He the only one that didn't follow through with Grandpappy. Of course it would be sad. Look why. He's his own fucking person. Saturn and Jupiter. Wow, look. During Pluto in 6 degrees of Aquarius. This is who the man is. He is the only one that's not related to them. Mind you, he has a Mars at 8 degrees. Let's go look at that. Look. America, look, the Magna Carta has, look, a K2 at 6 degrees. This is the letting go. Look, okay, now, and mind you, capitalism. Wow, look at capitalism, y'all. Like, wow, I cannot believe how people really do that. And mind you, he would be their blind spot. Look, check this out. Whatever his name is, Martin Van Buren, whatever, he has an entire stellium sitting right in their 12th house or right behind them in his blind spot of their granddaddy. Wow, that's awesome. He has Saturn at 1 degree because he's literally the only one. Like, oh God, look, and he has Chiron at 11 degrees. Listen, right next to their North Node, which is a wound of theirs. You can't even make this shit up. Like, you just gotta look at the charts. In their blind spot, the only one that's not part of it. That's it. I wish I could smoke in here. Okay, so I'm gonna save this. We're gonna edit it. We're gonna put it away because I want everybody to see this was amazing. Obviously, let's look up his Trump. Trump is no. Is Trump related to the president? Could Trump be related to every president? Let's find out.